We're here for Jett and Roshani. Just a little housekeeping, everybody, before we begin. At the request of the bride and groom, this ceremony will be unplugged. Please now take a moment to put your mobile devices on silent as not to disturb this wonderful occasion. Each guest will find a red flower garland placed on the back of your chair. A red flower garland, Jai Mahal, is traditionally used in Indian wedding rituals. At Roshani's request, she would like all guests present to wear the red flower garland during this service. Can you now kindly place the garlands around your neck and be seated? Good afternoon, everyone. I feel very privileged to be here today among you as you witness to Jett and Roshani's as they make a commitment to a lifetime of love for one another. My name is Narelle Parcell and I'm an authorised marriage celebrant. Extending a big welcome to the members of Roshani's family who have travelled from India to be part of this wonderful occasion. Welcome to Australia. I would like to begin by welcoming everyone and thanking each of you for being here on this most happiest of days. It is no accident that each of you are here today and that you have been invited because you represent someone important in the individual and collective lives of Jett and Roshani. I truly cannot think of a better venue than this beautiful garden setting for the occasion that I know is not only monumental for the wedded couple to be, but for all of those of us who are lucky to know and love them as individuals. Jett and Roshani first met when Roshani was searching for her birth mother, and Jett was on a familiarisation trip in India. They have in common being married before and knowing about having loved and feeling what personal loss is all about. This has strengthened their relationship and love. They move forward in this joining as mature adults, and it is extremely clear that the two of them represent a perfect pairing because each of them complements the other so well. I do know that both of them care deeply and passionately for each other. They protect each other. They make each other laugh and think outside themselves. That time magically seems to fly and slow down when they are together. They help each other in ways that are obvious and unnoticed, but always appreciated. They balance one another, and while each of them are tremendous individuals on their own, together they are even better. And being better together as a team, a unit, that ultimately leads us to being here today, witnessing their commitment to one another in front of those they love most. I now go to the giving away. Hank, as Roshani's father, you hold a special place in her life. Today you have escorted her here. I would like to now ask you, do you bring Roshani here to be married to Jett?
I do.
We will now go to a reading. Marriage joins two people in the circle of love by Edmund O'Neill, read by Anusri Kathrapelli. Thank you for that, Anusri. Thank you. Thank you for that. We now go to a rose ceremony. I'd like to call forward Letitia Shankra and Carolyn Norman. Long before our bride was standing here, she was loved and nurtured by two very special women. Her birth mother, Letitia, and her stepmother, Carolyn. Letitia and Carolyn, please join us at the altar. Roshani would now like to acknowledge you both on this special day by presenting you with a single red rose as a way of thanking you both for everything you have done to make the woman I am today. Today, you both wish to make formal your commitment as a couple. You have founded your love, friendship, and companionship on many things. A true understanding of one another, support for each other, trust, open communication, respect for each other's independence and individuality. In presenting yourselves here today to be joined in marriage, you perform an act of faith in your growing love and devotion to each other. If you would have the foundation of your marriage be the devotion that you have for one another, not just at this moment, but for all the days to come, then treasure the hopes and dreams you bring here today. Nourish the dedication, love, and joy that will grow throughout your union from this day forth. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage, in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. Will you, Jett, take Roshani to be your wife, to share your life with her, and do you pledge that you will love, honour and care for her with tenderness and affection through all the varying experiences of your life? Will you be honest with her, be her friend in laughter and in tears, in conflict and tranquility, asking that she be no other than herself in all the ways that life may find you in your journey together?
I do.
Roshani, will you take Jett to be your husband? Will you love and respect him as a husband? Will you be honest with him, be his friend in laughter and in tears, in conflict and tranquility, asking that he be no other than himself in all the ways that life may find you in your journey together?
I do.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed to the legal vows.
I call upon persons here present to witness that I, Jett Michael Roberts, take you, Roshani Badushi Norman, to be my lawful wedded wife. I promise to trust you, to tell you the truth and treat you gently and with respect in my thoughts, words and actions, whether or not you are present. Today I make a commitment to you. I want you to know that you are a precious gift and that you bring so much joy into my life. I affirm the special bond between us. I promise to keep it alive always. I promise to be your confidant, your best friend, and to share your hopes and dreams. I will be trustworthy as your husband and will love you in all circumstances. I promise to always love you, be faithful and understanding through all the days given to us to share.
I call upon persons here present to witness that I, Roshani Badushi Norman, take you, Jett Michael Roberts, to be my lawful wedded husband. Together, we will share all things, face the world with courage, and be open with one another in every way. I want to walk beside you for the rest of my life. Because of your love and trust,
It's all right.
Now my life is fulfilled and has new meaning. I look forward to facing the challenges of marriage and our future together. I offer everything I am, everything I have, and everything I hope to be. I entrust myself completely to you today and forever. I promise you my heart, my hopes, my dreams. Most of all, I promise you your loving wife and always your best friend.
That's We now go to the ring ceremony. I have for you a golden ring. The most precious metal symbolises that your love is the most precious element in my life. This ring has no beginning and no ending, and which symbolises the love between us will never cease. Jett, I place this ring on your finger. You repeat it.
I place this ring on your finger
As a visible sign of the vows
as a visible sign of the vows
that make us husband and wife.
that make us husband and wife.
Roshani, I place this ring on your finger
I place this ring on your finger
as a visible sign of the vows
as a visible sign of the vows
that make us husband and wife.
that make us husband and wife.
Thank you. The bride and groom would like to include an Indian ritual as a sign of respect to Roshani's heritage and family. Jamala ceremony is when the bride and groom exchange flower garlands. Red is for luck. The garland represents the thread that joins you both as a couple. Jett and Roshani, I now ask you to place the red rose garland over each other's necks to symbolise your union.
Ladies first. Thank you.
Family and guests, Jett and Roshani, have both declared before you that they will live together in marriage. They have made special promises to each other. They have symbolised by taking vows and by exchanging rings. On behalf of you all here and the community, I now declare them husband and wife. We will now take a moment to sign the official marriage register and marriage certificate. I would now like to invite Anushree Kusprapelli and Sean William Roberts to join us, please. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be coming back to you shortly after we have done the signing. Parties to marriage, which will be you first. Ooh, that's you. And that one. Now we go to the conclusion. Jett and Roshani, you have made your vows today and exchanged rings, including rituals relating to your heritage. Surrounded by family from near and far, as well as friends who share your joy in your marriage. Celebrate your union while maintaining your sense of freedom and individuality. Uphold and affirm the other, who they are and what they want to be. Nurture your marriage, your love and your friendship. By the power given to me by the law of Australia, I am now declaring you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. You may kiss the bride. I present to you the newly wedded couple, Mr. and Mrs. Roberts. Right, go do your stuff, love.